Alright, so this is a review on Chipmunk's album or debut album called I Am Chipmunk. And the artwork is very interesting because there's the I Am and then the Chipmunk and the title of the album, should I say, and he's sitting on the A. And which is interesting. There's two artworks with this. One of them's in like a blackish grey colour, and this one is actually yellow colour background. So it's basic but effective, because it's letting you know that person exists and they're here to stay clearly. And I'm glad he is here to stay, because at the end of the day, we'll get into that in a minute. Alright, so this album came out in 2009. Just in case you're not aware, Chipmunk is now known as Chip. And yeah, so anyway, so it's the same person, Chipmunk, but we changed his name to Chip. But anyway, the songs on this album is Savior, Chip Diddy Chip, Oopsie Daisy, Mandem featuring Tinchy Strider, Diamond Rings featuring Emily Sandy, Lose My Life featuring N-Dubs. Then you got The Interval, What I Am, which is The Interval. Then you got Dear Family. Then you got Bees featuring Like Essen. And you got Look For Me featuring Talai Rally. I still can't say this brother's name, and I don't know why. Then you got Role Model. Then you got Sometimes. Then you got Business featuring Young Spray. Then you got, yeah, and then, well, according to this version, you got the actual video for him explaining this is my album. But anyway, yeah, I mean, Chip or Chipmunk in this era, I'll be completely real with you, as always. You know, he's a barrer, innit? Like, he's a barologist. And so when he did the song Chip Diddy Chip and Oopsie Daisies, I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Like, me at that age then, yeah, in 2009, I'm there being selfish, thinking I want them to do grime and stay doing crime. My mentality was the same with Tiny Temper, but when I do a Tiny Temper review, I'll go on to deal with that. But it's like, I just want them to stick doing grime, innit? But that's being selfish. But you know what? He did his Chip versus Chipmunk part 1 and part 2, innit? And when he played these songs, Chip Diddy Chip and Oopsie Daisies, I realised how much these songs actually bang. And guess what? The brother still got some bars in there. Do you get it? So he's an excellent songwriter. There's no fucking denying it. And if I remember correctly, I think there was an interview where he was discussing how he had to make a radio song, but a Radio 1 song and stuff like that. And he's never really listened to Radio 1 and stuff like that before. But he immediately wrote the song and did what he needed to do and all that stuff there. Made a motherfucking hit. So you got to give him credit where credit is due. Like, not everyone has that skill. Some people will take years to really pick up on a sound, to really, you know, make a sound that actually meshes well while being yourself. You understand? So shout out to Chipmunk for doing that, or Chip doing that. One of my favourite songs on the album is Mandem featuring Tinchy Strider, and Business featuring Young Spray, Beast featuring Like Essen, Dear Family and Savior. Those, and Look For Me, those are my favourite tracks on the album, really. But yeah, I mean, what can I say about the album? But anyway, I'm going to take one song. If it's out of context or in context, it is what it is. And yeah, I'm going to use the song Look For Me. Now, sometimes when it comes to dating and relationships, sometimes we can have this mode of wanting the, you know, what I'm talking about. When it comes to dating and relationships, yeah, especially if you're a man, when you are on your grind, you're on your purpose, you're doing everything you got to do, women will look for you. You don't look for women. Women will look for you. Yeah, especially in this day and age. Oh, they're gonna look for you. Like they will slide in your DMs. Like no joke, they will slide in your DMs. They will throw up the heart eyes emojis on your comment. Yeah, on your on your posts. Yeah, they will do that. Why? There's two reasons. They can either want attention or they can either want you. But the ones that really want you, they're gonna slide in your DMs. Now, whether you take them serious or not, that's your choice. But I will say this: if you're a woman watching this, again, although most of you don't really do this, but like, yeah, you just live your life. I mean, you don't go out looking for men or whatever. You know what I mean? You basically lived your life, and when you live your life and you're doing you, you are aligned with the people that are meant to be for you. So naturally, if that person end up talking to you, or you end up talking to this person by default, by whatever the case is, where you could be in a supermarket and fucking, or let me say a market, and yeah, let's say supermarket, whatever. I really condone supermarkets, even though I go there now and again. But yeah, you could go there. You could be in a queue. You could be waiting, and you could be behind this guy, and then you could say to him, "Oh, wait there. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go quickly goodbye. I'm gonna quickly pick up something. Blah blah blah. Can you hold my place?" You understand? Now, next thing you know, he could be looking at you like, you understand? He could be feeling you. And if he's ready to move to you, he will move to you. You understand? You get it? Now, I'm not saying this is going to happen by default. Don't get me wrong. But what I'm trying to say is, you just don't go looking. Have you ever noticed when you lose something? Now, I know this is about losing, but when you lose something and you try looking for it, or even if you haven't lost it, you're looking for something and you cannot find it. But the moment you stop looking, the place you looked in like thousands of times, okay, that's exaggerating, but let's say 5 or 6 times that you've looked. When you stop looking, it's right there in that place that you looked 5 or 6 times. But you stop looking. Do you see what I mean? So it's the same thing applies when it comes to dating and relationships. Alright, so if you click the link in the description box below where it says become a member of the Akabulan Trust, you will get access to online courses such as roles and relationships, and that's where you're going to learn how to develop yourself as a pure firebred alpha male. If you're a man watching this, and if you're a woman watching this, you will learn how to develop yourself as a pure feminine woman, and plus you learn how dating and relationships actually work. So you'll be able to attract those people in your life by default without not even looking. They just come to you. That's how it is in this world. That's how life works. Yeah, that doesn't just apply to dating and relationships. That applies to life in general. Yeah, like it just works like magic. You're like sometimes you get thrown aback because you're like, hold up. Do you understand? Like and it could seem like it's too good to be true, but it's not about being too good to be true. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But the link to the albums in the description box below. Make sure you go stream that. I'm going to give this album an 8 out of 10. And the only reason I give it 8 out of 10, even though the album bangs, it's just that I'm also reviewing it from a point of view of when I first actually listened to the album. You understand? So, and hearing the tunes Oopsie Daisies and Chip to the Chip, as much as I didn't like them back then, and I do like them now. So, if this was back then, I would have given this album like a 6 out of 10. But because of, you know, my ear developing, my mindset developing, and, you know, understanding certain things, it goes up to 8 out of 10. But yeah, anyway, if you got the link to the albums in the description box below, make sure you go stream that, do what you gotta do. And yeah, if you've got any questions, any topics you'd like for us to discuss, leave that in the comment section below. And remember, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, because you never know, the video you suggest might just be next.